Hey guys, Ed from Paranormal Link, Ohio here, back at it again with another podcast episode. Tonight's podcast episode is about the Curse of the Crying Boy painting. We're going to look into it, see where it came from, who painted it, and what's going on. Yes, this painting is surrounded by many stories of horrible house fires, and the only thing that has survived inside the house is the painting of the Crying Boy. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. The Crying Boy was one of a series of paintings by artist Giovanni Bragolin, completed in the 1950s. The series depicted young, teary-eyed children. While it may seem strange to want an image of a weeping child on your wall, the pictures proved popular all over the world. In the UK alone, over 50,000 copies were sold. The children represented were often poor. One boy's image particularly tugs on the heartstrings. His eyes a sad reflection of his soul. He became known as the Crying Boy. In total, Bragolin painted over 60 paintings, and up until the early 80s, prints and reprints of his images continued to be mass-produced. In 1985, the most popular tabloid newspaper in the United Kingdom printed a story that caused panic and ended the popularity of Bragolin's work. The Sun published an article entitled "Blazing Curse of the Crying Boy." The story described the terrible experience of May and Ron Hall after their Rotherham home was destroyed by fire. The cause of the fire, much like my grandmother's, was a chip pan that overheated and burst into flames. The fire spread rapidly and destroyed everything on the ground floor. Only one item remained intact, a print of the Crying Boy on their living room wall. Distraught at their loss, the devastated couple made the bizarre claim that the painting was cursed, and it, not the chip pan, was the cause of the fire. The tale would have disappeared into the archives of the strange and mysterious stories that peppered the Sun, except for one thing. A firefighter claimed that he had attended at least 15 house fires where everything was destroyed. The only thing left complete in each home was the picture of the Crying Boy. Before long, the story gathered momentum, and a rash of fires all over the United Kingdom were blamed on the cursed child. In subsequent articles, the Sun went on to claim a woman in Surrey lost her house to a fire 6 months after buying the painting. Two sisters in Kilburn had fires in their homes after buying a copy of the painting. One sister even claimed to have seen her painting sway backwards and forwards on the wall. A concerned woman on the Isle of Wight attempted to burn her painting without success, and then went on to suffer a run of bad luck. A gentleman in Nottingham who possessed a print of the painting lost his home and his family was injured as well. A pizza parlor in Norfolk was destroyed, including every painting on its walls except for the Crying Boy. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if I would continue buying this painting if these things were happening, if you know about this. But again, I would own it because I like investigating this stuff. So I'm currently in the process of looking for a copy of it. So we'll see what happens. When the Sun reported that even rational firefighters refused to have a copy of the Crying Boy in their homes, the reputation of the painting was damned forever. In all these cases, and many more that were reported, the painting of the Crying Boy remained unharmed. Eventually, if there was an image of a crying child by any artist in the house that went on fire, the painting was blamed. Some claimed that they experienced bad luck if they attempted to destroy or get rid of their paintings. Others were convinced that it was only a matter of time before disaster struck them. After printing more articles and scare stories, the Sun offered a frightened public a solution. On Halloween in 1985, hundreds of the paintings were collected together by the newspaper and burnt under the supervision of a fire brigade. So why would this seemingly innocent series of paintings be cursed? Before long, speculation was rife. Theories ranged from the little boy being a gypsy child whose family placed a curse on the artist. Some claimed that the child had died in a fire and his spirit was trapped in the painting. The most enduring story claimed that the Crying Boy accidentally set fire to the studio of the artist who had painted him. The child's parents had also been killed in a blaze. Wherever the little orphan went, fires mysteriously followed, earning him the nickname Diablo or Devil. The boy supposedly survived to early adulthood, but was tragically killed when his car crashed and burst into flames. From then on, It was his image that carried on his curse. In a bid to debunk the stories that grew up around the painting of the crying boy, various experts offered their own theories. A frustrated fire brigade pointed out that in all cases where there had been fires, there was a rational explanation. The fires in almost all cases could be traced back to human carelessness or electrical faults. What they couldn't explain was the evidence that the paintings often remained intact when everything around them was destroyed. In a 2010 video made by Steve Punt and available on YouTube right now, a painting of the crying boy is set alight in a bid to decide the matter once and for all. By the time the fire burns out, the corner of the painting is scorched, but it remains largely intact, and the face remains untouched. Yet the Sun, who first published the story, The Crying Boy, had no trouble incinerating hundreds of copies. Possibly the simplest of explanations is that the picture is printed onto fire-retardant materials. Quite simply, the manufacturer of the print created a fire-resistant product that became a victim of its own success. The debate continues. My grandmother was not a superstitious woman. Indeed, she went on to have another much worse fire some years later when her refrigerator overheated. Was she right then to throw away her painting of my little friend because of unsubstantiated rumors? Well, I think so. While there is probably a very rational explanation for the phenomenon of the crying boy painting, where curses are concerned, I believe it is better to be safe than sorry. Or is it? You be the one to decide that. Now, guys, this painting, it's all over the place in fires. In all these fires, this painting does not get harmed. It may get scorched a little bit, but it does not burst into flames. Now, this guy says that they maybe made it with a fire-retardant material. Okay, so if they made it with a fire-retardant material, how come that when the houses were burning down and the painting was inside and it wasn't touched, those paintings survived? Then they get all these copies and they burn it in a vigil, and then it just all burns to the ground. I think that they purposely made these copies of these painting. They threw it and they burned it to try to get people away from the curse. But then before that happened, that Halloween bonfire, houses were burning down and the paintings weren't touched. After the Halloween bonfire, where they burned all these supposed paintings, houses were burning down and the painting was still untouched. People were still trying to burn this painting and nothing would happen. And then a rash of bad luck would happen to them. So I leave it up to you guys whether you believe it or not that this painting is actual true, if there's a real curse. I believe that there is. I have an open mind. I also said that I want to own it. I want to see what happens. I do. I'm intrigued. I love investigating this stuff. I believe in the paranormal. I believe in curses. I believe in all that. So I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's episode, guys. I love each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for all the support you guys give. And I hope you guys enjoy all these episodes that I put on here. So with that, I'm going to go into my normal spiel. Go to paranormalincohio.com. There you can find our main business page. There you can check out some old ghost hunts and ghost stories. There we talk about our crystals and the powers that they hold, our sage bundles for all things cleansing, and all the jewelry to go along with the crystals that are all there for purchase. From there, you can go to Paranormal Inc. Ohio Group. That is our group page on Facebook. There we talk about all things paranormal. You guys give me sometimes ideas of stories you want me to look up, and I look up the research and I do the show, and I'll give you a shout out or I'll have you on the show. Soon we're going to have live podcasts. Try to give you guys a little look-see inside behind the scenes of how I do this. From there, you can go to Paranormal Inc. Ohio on YouTube and TikTok. I am putting full episodes of the podcast on YouTube, some of them, not all of them, and I'm putting partials on TikTok. There you can go to any podcast format out there, and you can listen to the Paranormal Inc. Ohio podcast. It is every night at 10 p.m. except for Thursdays and Fridays, because Thursdays and Fridays they will be on at 8 p.m. because 10 p.m. on Thursday I am live on Facebook where we go into a ghost hunt or a ghost story and we talk about things paranormal. Fridays is our Fear Friday Lives where I do actual live investigations and we go to in-depth conversation of the paranormal. So I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's episode, guys. I can't tell you how much I appreciate all the support you guys give and all the support that you do on all the social networks and everything, the likes, the comments, the sharing. You guys are awesome, and I keep doing this stuff for you guys. So I hope you guys have a great night, and you will hear me again tomorrow night. Bye, everybody.